Listen.
Oh, yo,
I don't know what you're doing. We're strategizing today. Welcome to the network. It's that Hollywood Red Show. You know it. It's that Hollywood Red Show. What you doing? Tune in. Where you going? Tune in. Hey. It's that Hollywood Red Show. It's that Hollywood Red Show. Hey. Tune in. What you doing? Tune in. Fire. You want to hear something crazy? Like,
you're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategized Network, TSN.
check this out.
You're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategized Network, TSN.
My name Mills, man, and I'm kicking it on the Hollywood Red Show.
Man, this your player partner 2 Chainz, you feel me? Right now I'm kicking it with Hollywood Red, you feel me?
Sean J, 229 Fleetwood represent Philmont Red. Hollywood Red.
Y'all know what time it is. Your boy Wingo from Jagged Edge. I'm in the building. Y'all know what time it is. When I'm in Florida, I'm chilling with my main homeboy, my real homeboy, my dog. You understand me? Hollywood Red. Please believe it. Hey, let's get ready to bust it down. Bust it down!
Hollywood Red Show's your boy French Montana live in the building. We don't keep it real, we really keep it, do the right thing, get the right thing done to you. You already know what it is, man. Live from New York. I'll let your boy, you already know what it is, man.
What it is, it's your boy Young Cash representing that Duval County, chilling with my boy Hollywood Red. Y'all already know what it is. Yeah.
What up, it's Boosie Badass. You got it locked with Hollywood. You know what it is, Boosie Badass.
Hollywood. Yeah, this your boy Shouty. What my name Mills, man, and I'm kicking it on the Hollywood Red Show.
Man, this your player partner 2 Chainz, you feel me? Right now I'm kicking it with Hollywood Red, you feel me?
Sean J, 229 Fleetwood represent Philmont Red. Hollywood Red.
Y'all know what time it is. Your boy Wingo from Jagged Edge. I'm in the building. Y'all know what time it is. When I'm in Florida, I'm chilling with my main homeboy, my real homeboy, my dog. You understand me? Hollywood Red. Please believe it. Hey.
This is the Hollywood Red Show.
You already know. Say what's up to the fellas. Your hosts, Slim Cat, Deacon Weezo, and Mr. Hollywood.
You know what it is.
This is the Hollywood Red Show. You already know. Say what's up to the fellas. Your hosts, Slim Cat, Deacon Weezo, and Mr. Hollywood.
You know what it is.
This is...
You're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategized Network, TSN.
Yes, sir. Another hot seat with none other than Deacon Weezo and Mr. Hollywood. What's going on, brother?
Hey, brother, man. We made it, brother. So much happening in this world, but brother, Hollywood, we ready. We, another day, another dollar, another smile, and we gonna uplift souls and spirits. Where that school at? Yes, sir. Yes, Hollywood. Speaking on school, Hollywood, I do want to give our condolences to Florida State.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. We do want to show our love to all the parents, whoever went to that school, Hollywood. I know you were. Hollywood actually went there. A student at the Florida State. Hollywood, man, didn't you graduate from there too?
Nah, but I was right next door. I went to FAM.
Oh man. And I know Hollywood, I know we do our comedy and laughter, but anything you gotta say, brother, with that, man, like we living in some different times. So Man,
Yeah,
anything.
I'm just seeing some of the news reports. I hadn't had a chance to fully check it out, but I've seen that it was, I believe, 5 people killed. I've seen some videos and trying to put pieces together, so I don't want to speak out of pocket. The best thing that I'm gonna be able to say is that I really am continuing to pray in my spirit for some closure and whatever that this done left in these families' lives. So because this is a horrible event, and it just showed that the devil is busy, man, and that's definitely unfortunate to happen at an institution. You know, a lot of these kids, you know, but it's happening at elementary school, so it shouldn't really be far-fetched for it to happen at a college, because they doing it where kids at. So to have adults, it's just, I'm not saying that is expected, but what else do you expect? Because when you start hearing it happen at all these years, Columbine and all them places where the kids have been killed at,
I remember.
like,
That was
it's
your
crazy.
graduation. Remember Hollywood? Yeah, that was your graduation year when all that started, man. Columbine and
Right.
Yeah, man, I remember. Yep, I'm listening, brother. Shit, I'm glad I didn't have to go through that, man. Brother, and I do salute you. And this is what the Hollywood Red Show. One thing about the Hollywood Red Show, Hollywood, that I love that you allow us to, tap in with what's happening in the current, in the current climate. You don't never just ignore it. Just, and I do thank you for that, bro.
I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, we definitely gotta make our radar pick up on stuff like that, and and I think we do a good job in that. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into this hot seat. Dr. Umar. Oh my goodness, you in trouble today, brother.
Yeah. Oh man, brother. Oh yeah. Oh, Hollywood, let's talk about it. Hollywood. I seen Dr. Umar in the traffic, and he had a traffic video. One thing about Dr. Umar, boy, he stayed gym sweaty. I said, this Negro ain't leave no gym. He have not left, brother. He have no weights. He ain't get on no Escalade. He have not got on no treadmill, but he sweat all the doggone time. And I know it's cocaine sweat, but man, Umar, you be in the cold, brother. Boy, he sweaty. I say, boy, look here, it's freezing outside, and Umar sweaty and greasy. And the thing with Umar is, Umar, I know you say you don't like the snow bunnies, but boy, Umar, if you had you one, that raggedy school be built. If you had your old snow bunny, Umar, I swear your credit will be good. You wouldn't have to have no school at no. Yes, sir. See, we got to start telling Umar the truth. And when you talk about something a lot, that means you doing it. Now, if Umar talked about Lil Nas X all the time, like that pastor did, God bless the dead, man, then we'll have to look and make sure he ain't doing that other thing. But boy, he got his thing with them snow bunnies. And deep down, Umar mad at a lot of the sisters too, but he just used that as a way because he know that the bills got to get paid. So we understand your pandering game. But Umar, it's time for you to get out this school. You got a trap house you done bought. Boy, Hollywood Red, where in the heck is the trap house? I mean the school. When is the school gonna get open?
Oh yeah, this the deacon right here, y'all.
Oh,
I gotta do this for the cool kids in school. Got to do this. Hey, 1, 2, 3, Umar. Where that school at? Where that school at? Umar, where that school at? Umar, where that school at? Oh, you need that school on the ground. Umar Johnson, Greasy Johnson. Umar need that school on the ground. Hey, 1, 2, 3. You ain't got no deans. You ain't got no lunch. You ain't got no teeth. Don't lie and say you got Captain Crunch. Cause my, that's school on the ground, school on the ground, school on the ground. My, my Johnson, school on the ground. Hey, 1, 2, 3. My, where them teachers at? Where that notebook paper at? Where that school at? You know that. My Johnson, that school on the ground. Hey, 1, 2, 3. You like to get the cash out, you like the cash out. I like the cash out, you like the cash out. You gotta hit the PayPal, hit the PayPal. You like to hit the PayPal, hit the PayPal. Make sure you hit the Venmo. Hit the Venmo. I got to hit the Venmo. I got to hit the Venmo. Memo, not Zelle. Not Zelle, make you Zelle. Not Zelle. My Zelle. Not Zelle. Not Zelle. Say, my Dr. Johnson school on the ground.
And that's
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the Deacon coming at y'all live and direct. Umar, it done been 30 years now. Them kids that you told about that school, they grown. Some of them in prison. Some of them might be in a rehab. But that school needs to be on the ground, Umar. 1, 2, 3. Hey, school on the ground, school on the ground. Umar, school on the ground, school on the ground. Umar Johnson, big greasy. Stop laying with them old big women, Umar. When you go to them old picnics and all to go speak, goddamn it. You all in thrift stores talking. It's the Deacon, and I'm out.
Well, Hollywood, you like that? It's hard to get Hollywood to laugh. Hollywood's not with the cash out with a cash.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Hollywood, when you see, you didn't hear that last time. Hollywood, for you to laugh, cause boy, you ain't gonna laugh, boy. Hollywood will look through your joke.
Hilarious.
Hey, Hollywood, boy, you got the
shout out to 803 Fresh. I'm pretty sure that. He would even have to have a laugh on that one, brother. That was hilarious.
Hey, Hollywood, are you gonna do something with that, brother? Hollywood, it's time for us. Hey, I think Hollywood, we might go on the road with this one. Yes,
hey, man. I think he can put you on the opening act with this one, brother.
Yes, because Hollywood, if you think about it, brother, if you Hollywood, you reach out to him, and I know we doing a hot seat, y'all. But boy, Hollywood, let him know it's time. And I got some good jeans that I had wore. Yes, sir, brother, and a big old brim.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir, brother. Y'all, boy, look at you. I perform at the Golden Corral, at the Applebee's, wherever 803 need us to go. And brother, yes, sir. And ain't that a modern? Ain't that a 305 woman? 80. Well, brother, and speaking on them, they Hollywood, they doing their thing. Shout out to the 803. Are they from Florida?
I believe that that part of their camp is, shout out to Maserati Bud. From what I understand, they've been touring together, and so yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to letting them get a laugh off of this, because it is hilarious.
Hey, Hollywood, we got us a hit, and you know
what is going on with Scottie Pippen? Scottie
Pippen, what he done? Oh God, Scottie Pippen done hit the wall. That's all. Scottie Pippen looked like Tisha Campbell from Martin, ugly himself. Golly, Scottie. Whoa. Your old face hit the ground. Man, yeah, he hit that wall, Hollywood. Yeah, oh, God. Man, that wall have tore Scottie Pippen side of his jaw up. Yeah, man, Hollywood. And the sad thing about it, boy, money can't buy ugly. You know, Scottie Pippen, I feel bad for him. You know, and one thing about Scottie Pippen, he was always the good side Negro. So, you know, even with Michael Jordan, he was always that good side man. And he married and had children being a good side man. But, man, I think the stress done wore him down. That's why his cheekbones look like that. Boy, you should get at least some surgery, Scottie. How you look like an old white woman in the face? I'm like, why his face got Botox? Boy, look at it. Oh, man, this Negro, golly. Oh, Scott, oh. He got fat man skin and he's skinny. Oh, Hollywood, yeah, Scottie. Scottie Pippen. Yo, God, Lee, this Negro look like he got potato skin. Hollywood, this man, God, Lee. That COVID.
Oh my God.
Oh man, this Negro look like sexy chocolate Twinkies that he eat. When he back, I tell you how the Scotty, yeah, we gotta get it together. Scotty, get your mind right. Oh,
they made the man look bad. They say Scotty out here looking like the retired Redskins logo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Scotty looking like his game perm on the depth of the Temptations. Goddamn, when he got high on the crack. He boy, Lord have mercy. And
have you heard about what's going on with Southwest Airlines? They saying that they're going to start charging you to use the bathroom, $25 extra.
Hollywood, that's why I always boo-boo before I try to go anywhere. You know, Hollywood, and and that's another thing. You ladies, pretty as y'all be, y'all will go on the Southwest and have some of the ugly turds, and that's another thing. Hollywood, I get it. We all got to go, but man, at the last place you want to go in an airplane bathroom, that little old door, you can't moan, kick your legs out, and let your pants dangle, brother. But some people just nasty. I seen one time at a Southwest restroom where a female dropped her iPhone in that nasty toilet. And them porta potty toilets, Hollywood, where that boo-boo.
Oh my God.
So y'all, it's sad that they trying to charge you for some turds and everything, Hollywood. But this America right now is being exposed. Maybe we should go up and use that China Southwest got doggone restroom, because at least I'm telling you, it might be 50 cents. They ain't gonna charge you the whole $5. Hollywood, do you see how China is exposing this country? America should be ashamed. You greedy bastards. Y'all charging up everything.
Oh,
yes, sir. The dollar store ain't even the dollar store no more. The dollar store should be. Yeah. Chico sticks cost $20 now. But Hollywood, the deacon, even though I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the demon ghost, Holy Ghost, God ain't done with me yet. The deacon still every now and then. Yes, sir. I got Oh, yes, sir. Brother, I go right in there and hug you and put some whatchamacallit right in my pocket. Hollywood, I tell you, yes, sir. And
my God.
The time's too hard, Hollywood. I hate, and that's one thing with being our race right now. We like to be that cute, broke, like we know we need a discount, but we don't want to let everybody. We want to look cool and cute and act like, man, with that.
Oh my God.
You better get that welfare. You better get them benefits, like the migrants and everybody else. Stop trying to be cute. Yeah, man, knowing that your rent $1,200 and you make Burger King salary. Yeah, Hollywood, it's sad. So one thing with that airplane, I ain't been on no airplane in a while. The last time I've been, somebody threw up on it, and I didn't really like that. So, and it was that stink bug, Hollywood, that Waking Elementary throw up. When they ate, some quiche or something. So, yeah, brother. Oh God, man.
What you think about this like new thing? Is ever since Dennis Rodman, he about the only man I seen that's a black man that had fingernail polish that still showed some level of masculinity. Now, Prince did weird stuff like that, but he also wore clothes that looked like he wanted to be cross-dressing, to be honest. But anyway, there's a big gap between him and Dennis Rodman, and now you see a lot of these guys that's doing a lot of flamboyant things. They doing fingernail polish. They wide open with it. So Caleb, the quarterback for the Bears, I think he's probably one of the athletes that probably even have a sponsorship from a cosmetic female line. Like,
Hollywood, I the young brothers, and I get it. They single mama told them to do anything for that money. They had a Dwayne Wade mama, yes sir, who proud to have their sons look like this. And that's why I blame the parents, because look at what's happening now. And the sad thing about it, Hollywood, it ain't even the company. Now these Negroes will run to the fingernail polish and the T-backs. they will run to it. I'm talking about Whack 100 run to it. And the sad thing about it, Hollywood, like they overdo it. Oh boy, they are busted wide open, Hollywood. Them Negroes so flamboyant. Yes, sir. They so flamboyant and zesty. And boy, look at here, they should have diabetes. So much sugar in tanks. And it's sad because boy, look, I have never seen so many LeBron got doggone bad hairline Negro that look big and built, but they talk like Southside Santana.
Oh my God!
A handbag on and a hot woman wig. I'm like, man, this man got an Alka-Seltzer wig on his head with some Daisy Dukes and some goddamn. You don't know what to expect no more.
Oh my God!
You don't know if they gonna bend you over or rob you now. So, brother, these young dudes, I don't even know what to say, and they don't have a gender. But I blame Hollywood. I blame everybody. Yes, sir. How you got a Al Sharpton perm and some tight pants on? You Negro got some tight church Easter pants on with your print showing, and you trying to be a street thug. What kind of thug is that, Hollywood? Man, yes, sir. Can you imagine that? He telling you to meet you outside Hollywood. This Negro got a Al Sharpton perm and got on some church Easter pants. His balls bigger than the eggs that the kids got to eat. I'm like, yes, sir, man. And then you ain't wearing no drawers neither. You got your legs open, flies and all. Boy, you got your boots on the ground. You know, Hollywood, you young brother. You young brother, I just feel bad for you. But I ask God to just touch you. Any one of you young brothers who got a mind of your own. Your daddy might be on YouTube. Don't listen to your lying mama. I know she wants you to wear her T-backs. Not all of them. But please don't do this, y'all. We got enough of that already. Go to Atlanta. Hollywood. Atlanta. I seen one Negro doing the boots on the ground dance. Hollywood, this Negro looked like, I'm talking about he had a dread. He looked like D'Angelo. But the way he danced, you would have thought he was a stripper at one of them clubs. That Negro threw his booty back and look, I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I say, Lord have mercy. So Hollywood, I say that to say this, you young dudes, anybody who got a mind of their own, please don't get no more. We got enough of y'all. It's time for you Negro to be men again. It's somebody out there living in Donald Trump's America. Young men, if you're listening to this, don't get to, I know they're going to put money in your face. I know they're going to put purses on your waist. But if you listen to the deacon, just try not to let it get to you. Play that game and get your money and just go on and be a man. If that's okay. I know Hollywood.
Oh my God!
Y'all better be lucky I can't say what I want to on Hollywood Red Show. You know I want to cuss and say some things, but I'm gonna be good. And Hollywood, how do you feel that none of these pastors or nobody is tackling the pressures of manhood? Because we have a manhood problem in our community right now.
That's facts. That's facts, brother.
No, brother, and I'm listening to Hollywood. These Negroes running to the deal, though. I have never, Hollywood, but I'm shutting up. I ain't gonna mess up their advertisement. Yes, sir. That's how they getting our young men for Hollywood. Yeah, hey, young Tyrone, yeah. Hey, you get, yeah, brother. How they get it's extra 100. Hey.
And this has been another hot seat with none other than you know it.
Yes, sir. And Hollywood, I do want to throw something out there. If y'all need us to sing at your child support hearing, if you got a funeral, if you having a vasectomy, you need to hit Hollywood Red.
Oh my God!
Yes, sir. And we coming away. You got to spend some. You need that money on the ground. Yes, sir. We need the cash out. We need the cash out. We need the cash out. Need the cash out. Where the Zelle at? Where the Zelle at? Where the Zelle at? Yes, sir. Shout out. I bet Umar smell like mildew. I say, boy, this gonna look stank. Yeah, man.
With Deacon Weezo on the Hollywood Red Show.
Hollywood, hey, the school on the ground.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Deacon Weezo. I see it every Friday on the Hollywood Red Show. on the strategizednetwork.com. Slim Cat, where you at, brother? What's good?
Yo, you hear me?
I hear you and I see
right.
you. Where you at?
Man, I got this thing on the charge, man. This dang phone.
Oh my goodness.
I had it off it, but it dying so fast. I gotta keep it on the charge. I had it off for that 30 minutes. I should have logged
We're
on
gonna
later.
start calling you Bootleg Greg.
Man, it's hard time. Hey, hard times. Got a brother in all black.
What you thought about the hot seat, brother?
Man, I don't know what was going on, man. I don't know. I heard somebody singing. I lost. I don't know. 803 need to get. I'm gonna have to haul. Hey, I'm gonna get 803 fresh to Drake lawyers for that, boy. He gotta get his money for that rendition I just heard. Jesus.
If Weezo finna get us sued, man, because I don't know.
Getting us sued, boy. That's terrible. But no, I get the gist of it, man. It was hot. It was a hot seat. It was hot. Thinking not so good, you know, but it still was hot. That's Weezo. Weezo the guy. You know.
Well, you know it's playoff seasons. Let's get right into our first topic for the night: the playoffs. What's your predictions, brother?
Man, I'm rolling with man. I just think, man, it's just I've been thinking about this all day since this has been on my mind all day. It's so tough. I want to go with an underdog this year. I'm gonna say the Lakers versus Boston. I'm gonna roll with the Lakers versus Boston. Man. I think LeBron. I was thinking so much money with LeBron in there. They gotta find a way to get him in there. OKC hot, but it's a small market. Nobody want to see them win it. That's how I'm rocking with.
Well, I'm surprised that you giving LeBron some flowers somehow.
I ain't giving no flowers. I just know it's best for business.
Nah, you giving them flowers, bro. I don't care, bro. Let's be real.
Let's go.
With the supporting cast on the Lakers, does that really look like a championship team?
No.
Okay. So why you choosing them to go there then? You got other teams. It's other teams out there. Why you ain't choosing the Clippers? Why you ain't choosing Denver?
Denver hurt. Something going on with Denver. I think Denver hurt. Jamal Murray ain't been the same. I don't know. I'm a digital marketing genius, so marketing. I think I'd rather go with the Lakers and Boston, man.
Matter of fact, why you not choosing Golden State?
I hate go. I don't choose them because I'm biased. I hate them. I would never choose. I can't. I just hate Golden State, so I wouldn't choose them. You put a bullet in my head and say you gotta pick them. You gotta choose them or you're dead. I'll die.
Oh my goodness.
I hate them like I hate the Cowboys, like I hate the Gators in Miami, and like I hate the dang old Yankees.
You don't see OKC going far with the possible MVP on their team?
Well, if I was a betting man, I'll go OKC Cleveland. But what I want to see is Lakers versus Boston.
You really think Cleveland gonna go all the way?
Man, they good. They're the number 1 seed for a reason. Number 2 seed. Number 2 and number 1. I just think they got the bigs. I don't know if Boston got enough big people to match up with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, man. You know, they got a center. They basically got 2 centers.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
And we,
what about New York? This is the best they've been looking for a long time.
Hey,
that may not say a lot, but it says a lot for them. You deny it. Is this the best New York has looked in the postseason in however long?
Yeah, since they had John Starks for sure. They ain't going nowhere.
So what does that mean? Are we gonna discount them and not give them no type of representation? You have no opinion on them, how far they gonna go, how deep they gonna go in the
Yeah, they gonna
playoffs?
go. Man, they gonna go as far as they gonna go as far as the first round. They be out the first round. On my mama. On my mama.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't no love for no New York. I ain't never liked New York. You know that.
So then break it down for us, brother. You got LA versus who?
Minnesota first round.
No, you said you already microwaved us to the finals.
For the whole thing. Yeah. Lakers, Boston. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the first round game. Yeah, Lakers, Boston.
Yeah, Lakers, Boston. So, and then who wins it there?
Boston. Tatum go crazy. 50 points every game.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I put it at the bottom. Cause give me your profile on your all your betting sites. Somebody want to bet you.
No.
Just not me.
Oh my God. Who you got? Who you rolling with? You guys be going OKC Cleveland.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Over these past 3 years since I've been a father,
I've been in touch with basketball.
I've been touch and go. It's been about what's on the. What you want me to be honest? I'm being honest.
I want you to just pick, man. Just make a pick.
I'm just saying though, I gotta go with the home team. I'm rocking with Bron. I'm in my hopes. Now, are you asking me? Am I looking at it with my emotions, or are you asking me? Am I looking at it with math?
No, what you like, what you think, and what you like, man. It ain't not the stats. That's out the window.
I like seeing LeBron and Luka together. I'd like to see how they play together in the playoffs, because to me, two situations where you got two big scorers on the same team is happening in front of our face. I mean, look how the way that I'm a Heat fan, so I wasn't happy how the way things separated with Jimmy Butler, but I mean, look at the last game. Him and Steph threw up 30 points together. When is the last time you ever seen Jimmy Butler on a team with somebody else and they both was able to score like that?
Years.
Rare. It's very rare. So if ever, even when he was in Chicago, did Rose ever score 30 points with him in the same game? If it was, it's not memorable. Then he went to Philly.
No, we rock with him. Yeah, you right.
Did he do it in Philly with anybody? Nobody. No, he didn't. He was struggling there.
Nope.
Then he got to Miami. He was the workhorse there. So you never seen nobody else. Even if Tyler Hero probably got about 20 points, you didn't see two people dominate like that. So for that trade to happen in what Golden State already has, is this another Kevin Durant being added into the team?
No.
I'm saying it from the perspective of having a scorer, a dominant scorer. I'm not a big Jimmy Butler fan, but let's be honest. They call him Jimmy Buckets for a reason. I didn't create that name. You deny it?
I hear his sentiments, but KD, that's blasphemy, man.
Oh my God!
Well, shout out to the NBA playoffs, man. I like the. What do you think about the play-in tournament? Do you think the play-in tournament is relevant?
This is good, man. The Heat just did their thing. They made it. They playing Boston first round.
So does that help teams like the Heat right now, where we're at with the potential but otherwise wouldn't have gotten the shot without the play-in tournament?
I think it helped the NBA pockets. I don't think it helped the teams.
So you don't think there's nobody coming out of the play-in tournament that could ever, we're not talking about this year, but you don't think nobody could be birthed out of the play-in tournament that could possibly win the whole thing?
Nope, because them 2 extra games is extra wear and tear, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The other teams, they got a week and a half off, man.
Facts.
That's how I look at it, man. It's a money grab for the NBA. And I get it. It'd have been fair if it was a best out of 3 series. First to win 2, get to the next round. You know what I mean? But it ain't fair. You got have a bad night one night. That don't mean you ain't good. You just have, basketball, one of the sports. You gotta play multiple games to get a true champion. It ain't like football. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Facts. And the wear and tear on the body is just a little bit different. So, so yeah, let's talk about the most dominant player. It might even be a little biased to maybe a dominant big man in the middle of center, but yeah, there was some little controversy I seen trending this week about Shaq and how much was he like a one of a kind, or was he just a phenomenon? Was he just or was he just somebody who just came and gone, and there's somebody else that can fill his place? I think it's very relevant now going into the playoffs starting on Saturday. And so yeah, the question that I'm posing in this is that, who is the most dominant player ever?
As far as the center?
Well, that's what you see. You asked a good question. I just said that though. Like, can I just put it as a center just because he's most likely the biggest guy on the court, or is it all about his presence on the court? Period. And we'll get into that a little bit more. But yeah, you posed the right question that I think that our audience is probably gonna consume it the same way. So yeah.
You're tuned in.
What the could you do with Shaquille O'Neal at that point? There was no guarding him. Draymond, you my boy. I love your defense. Like, the way he has played defense has really changed the game. You were not fucking with Shaq, bro. They changed how you had to construct your roster. You had to have 2 or 3 bigs just for fucking fouls. Not like good bigs. We just need bigs there. We need big bodies. He has been the most dominant player in the history of the game of basketball, period. And not LeBron, not Steph, not Magic, MJ. Like, Shaq physically was the most dominant player we have ever seen because of his sheer size, athleticism, skill, footwork, hands, everything. There was no guarding him.
Oh, we got to fight in the court. Oh.
So yeah, going into this 2025 season, I mean, Jokic has probably been the closest thing that we've seen to Shaq as of recent. So where do you see, or how would you grade that question?
I actually agree with it. I don't know how he would be. I don't know how Shaq's game would translate to today. That's why I'm not 100% sold on it. Once the Spurs put out the hack at Shaq wouldn't threaten no more. Foul him, put him to the free throw line.
Yeah, but look at the Giannis. Like where was he back then? The closest thing to Giannis was probably like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and like a Hakeem Olajuwon. But he's taking that to a whole nother level to me. So as far as that, so my point to just say it quick is that Shaq wasn't the mold to create somebody who was agile when it came to or could finesse. Let me use that word. I really use that. Finesse the way that he puts it in the bucket versus having to use all muscle to muscle it in. Like that's what Shaq is. He gonna muscle it in. And that was raw. And that was why Hacker Shaq was very effective when it came to the playoff basketball. So I mean, so again, like when you look at somebody like Giannis now, who can punish you down in the paint, but can also jump out there and get buckets and don't even need to do that. Like, I think Shaq has to be respected because he was a part of that journey. He was a part of that process to get to where we're at now. Yeah. So like you say, yeah, will he survive in today's basketball? No, because it's too much movement. You know, unless you called him when he was back in Orlando, he was a lot slimmer. Shaq didn't have that weight then, and he was like, Dwight Howard was we kind of seen his the beginning for him, that it kind of made you feel like it was Shaq reincarnated, especially because he was in Orlando to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm not sure, man.
I mean, that's a good question. I would have to. I still would say I still prefer Tim Duncan over Shaq, but that's just me. I think Tim Duncan translates in all eras his style of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at Tim Duncan, I think I saw him post on social media, or these days you don't really know if it's the truth or not. But somebody put out there that Tim Duncan was responding to this type of question. It was like, what about these stats? And when you compare his stats to Shaq, I mean, it depends on whether you were watching TV or whether you're just looking at it black and white on the numbers. If you watched Shaq, it's hard to compare anybody to that. I don't care who it is. Now, watching Tim Duncan, his name was Big Fundamentals for a reason. Fundamentals ain't fun. Fundamentals is to teach you to be your better self. But it's not fun learning the fundamentals. Let's just really think about that. So that he was called Big Fundamentals. So he was effective, but was he fun to watch? Shaq was fun to watch. That was the difference.
That's true. That's a fact.
But but you're saying that you got Boston going in what? How many games?
Man, Boston win. They win in 5 games, whoever they play. I say Jason Tatum, man. Playoff Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, too much. Ain't nobody. Derek White, Drew Holiday just got too much. Old Porzingis. They got crazy. Al Horford been playing in the NBA since I was in high school, man.
Facts.
And I've been in high school a long time. It's crazy. Crazy to look. Even LeBron. LeBron been in the league since I was in high school. And I'm 38.
Facts, brother.
And I'm 38 years old. But yeah, I got Boston in 5, whoever they play. Only team who might give them a run for their money would be OKC because they just fast, young, and fast.
So then my next question is for your NBA playoff predictions. Like, what about the trades that happened this year? Anthony Davis, Jokic. Like, there's a couple more, but those are on my list. I mean not Jokic. I meant Luka. That's what I meant to say. These trades, even though those was the swap outs, both of those were very game changers.
Yeah.
How does that? How do you think that it affects both teams because they're both in the playoffs? So how do you look at it?
Well, like I said, I got an asterisk on Dallas because Kyrie got hurt for the year.
Right.
So I really can't tell you how that. I think that would have worked good for Dallas with Kyrie healthy. But right now it's working for the Lakers. I just think if the Lakers got if they got a true big man, if they play against a true center, they're gonna have a hard time. They don't got too many people tall to guard nobody. But I think everybody won. I just think if I was Dallas, I would have tried to get Austin Reeves with Anthony Davis. I wouldn't just got this. You need a little bit more.
Good point, brother. Good point. How far do you see the Clippers going?
I love my Clippers, man. I don't think we're gonna beat Denver. I think we out the first round. We got Denver the first round, so I think we out.
James Harden.
He ain't gonna win. He'll never win a ring.
Just wanted to. That's what I wanted to make sure that I put back in perspective.
Yeah, he'll never win. My Clippers is done, dude.
So what makes you a Clippers fan then?
I'll give Lamar Odom, Darius Miles, them old school boys. Yeah, Darius Miles, Lamar Odom. Back when I was in high school, I had a Lamar Odom jersey. When it was Dunk City, when they were doing alley-oop dunking, I like the colors, to be honest with you. I'm like the diehard Clipper. I might be the only person in Manatee County who a Clipper fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause now if you would have said a Warrior, shout out to Clifford Rozier. Out of Manatee County, he was out there back when Chris Webber was back there.
That's a fact.
And I can see, but you got a lot of loyalties to a lot of areas.
That's true.
That I be having the question because you got 20 teams. I think it's just so I think it's just so that you don't take a loss, bro.
No, you crazy, man.
Let's just be for real. Let's get into our one-word memes for the night. And this segment is being brought to you by the House of Tires. HouseOfTires.com. You need your tires, used, new. That's what they do.
All right, word.
You already know the rules, brother. One word, one statement.
Let's get it.
We're going to go into a video. First off, let's get it.
Goddess Miss Trigger Happy. Goddess Miss Trigger Happy.
I don't know what happened.
Goddess Miss Trigger Happy.
Yeah, it ain't showing the video.
Who's texting? Tell him.
I wasn't texting nobody.
Tell him.
I wasn't texting nobody, guys. I promise. I promise.
Say thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Hold the camera right. Let them see.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What's going on? I have no idea.
You're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategize Network, TSN.
Just to give a little background on that.
Yeah, give him background.
Supposedly, buddy who was on there, he supposedly liked what she did. Like he was like grooming her to do this.
Wow, that's crazy.
Grooming her to do this, bro.
Sheesh.
Who invites that type of punishment?
Oh my God! It's some people. I know some people into that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I ain't never met him. I seen him on like a.
I know him in real life.
I seen him online or something.
I seen him in real life in person. Not the acts, but I seen they say that's what they like.
So one word that you got for that, or one statement, what you got for it?
Yeah, it couldn't be me. That's my statement.
That's a fact, brother. That is a fact. Could not be me either, brother. That's a fact. But so that way, I'm a little bit more original and don't use you for your intelligence. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say sad, man. That's just sad. And even if Buddy doing this for like the views, like what are you really like getting out of this?
Content over everything, man.
I mean, he do got a big old tank head now. He got that big Kool-Aid head. I wish Deacon Weasel was on here to go ahead and roast him because he do got a old big tank head in there. So I don't know if that's what it's from. Yeah, he just don't feel it. Because even though she didn't really have a lot of weight behind her, you heard them blows now.
I heard him.
He was getting thumped. Matter of fact, he was leaking. He was leaking in one of them. So it couldn't have been like it was just he was getting hit with toilet paper now. I don't know.
That's wild.
Crazy, my brother. Crazy.
Wild Magnolia.
The Mount Rushmore of guys in the NBA that didn't win a championship. You got AI to the left, look like Tracy McGrady after him. You got Chris Paul and you got you got James Harden. You disagree or agree with that?
Man, you got those. I'd get rid of. I'm taking James Harden out and putting your boy Charles Barkley in him.
I can't be mad at you for that because he definitely playing against Mike when he was with the Suns. Because Mike was still creating his legacy, there was a question of whether they were going to be able to get past them. So, but I think who would you trade him out with?
Who? Chris Paul? I mean James Harden.
I'm asking you. I'm saying who are you swapping out Charles Barkley with?
With James Harden, because James Harden's still playing at a halfway decent level, so he still got hope. I don't think he'll get it, but until he retire, I can't put him up there yet.
Yeah, I think that the most No, let me take that back. Everybody on there deserved to be on there. They had and you know who, if Jimmy Butler don't do it with the If he don't do it with Golden State, I think he'd be a runner-up on them. You got the ability to. Carmelo Anthony could be like a runner-up, but he's not. He's not. Even though that he's done great individual accolades. Besides being in Denver, I never seen another situation where you thought he was going to win.
Yeah, Chris Paul had no situation where he thought he was going to win either.
That's a fact. Matter of fact, so he could be he would be the first person to go. James Harden has had a couple situations where it was a little bit more like realistic. You had to like Chris Paul to want him to win. I wanted him to win when he was in Phoenix. I really did, but it just was, very unlikely. But there's a lot of these Mount Rushmores that seem to be like very prevalent now.
Yeah.
A lot of them even really pertaining to hip hop. But anyway,
let's get it.
Our next. What in the world is going on here?
What's up?
I don't know what this is. No, don't ask me again. What you got on one of your homeboys? DDG. Didn't know what his acronyms are?
I don't know what it means, but that's his message. Yep.
That's who it is, right?
Yeah, DDG. Yep.
Yeah, so Waka Flocka tapping in, talking about what the F you doing?
You got on,
little bro.
Yeah.
Really, it could be used the other way, little bra, because it looked like you got a bra up under that with that skirt you got going on down there. It's just weird, man. I'm over it, bro. I'm over.
You old.
The fact being that a man that still understands that he got a penis, that he got to tuck it in for conversations like this. It just don't make sense. The same way a woman wants a man to be able to cover her in areas to where she wasn't built to prevail. Yeah, it's a chance she can win, but prevail. Prevail to me means that you are built to win. A woman ain't built to win in the ways that a man is, just like a man isn't built to win for the same things for a woman. So we submit to one another. But this type of stuff here, man, anyway, it's just weird to me. It's weird to me with these dudes that really show themselves to be, at some given point, to be hyper masculine. Like they ain't just trying to just be a man. They try to, I'm gonna do this and this and this to try to really intimidate or better words to try to imply. It's trying to imply something. Instead of us being able to see that you are who you say you are. But I can't see that when this week you wearing draws and next week you wearing T-backs. It's just that just weird. It's weird, bro. So one word for this, brother. What you got? One word, one statement. You know how it go.
Suspect. That's one more word.
Big facts, brother. I like that one. Suspect. I think you took the cake with that, brother. I'm trying to cut a slice off of that, to be honest. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm gonna say questionable. Let's put that, because prior to this, I've never seen him display his brand in this way. It's always, to this point, to me, it didn't leave room for questions. You being seen with females, you doing things that's unanimous with being a man. So now you're doing this. Is this the portion where he's selling his soul? Is that where he at now?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them do it. And we think of it as Illuminati trying to make it seem so like complicated, but it's just straightforward. Who giving you the check is who you gonna bend your butt over to go. Here go the money. I'm gonna put it right here, and then you gotta bend over to get it, cause I dropped it on the floor, and that's what it looked like they doing.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's crazy.
I'm confused, brother. I'm super confused.
Why are you confused?
I guess I'm confused for the fact that at some point in time, I don't even know bro's background as far as kids and all that.
Uh-huh.
If he got them, if he don't.
Mm-hmm.
But then I look at a Dwight Howard and to contrast that, since we just got finished talking about the NBA, we know he got kids. We know that his brand was Superman. Superman. And yet you get caught up with getting
yes, sir. Say less. Say less.
Charged for ripping a man's waist. Come on, man. Like, oh man, I don't get it, man. I just don't.
Weird.
I don't. It's beyond weird. And it's like, where does it stop at? Yeah, you like to eat salmon. I like to eat chicken fingers. Like, why we making the big deal about it? But nonetheless, it should promote certain values.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be able to check all those off the list, but nonetheless, now we have to find better ways to do it, because otherwise too many people sleep. They sleeping on this. They sleeping on stuff like this to where you get caught up, and then it's like, oh well, they didn't kill nobody, so it's okay. Yeah, because they didn't shoot nobody, because they didn't put a knife to somebody's chest. It's killing it, like the Fugees used to say, killing me softly. It's killing us softly. And if you ain't woke to see that, then it just mean that you either one or the other. Mean that you just laying down, getting them dollars off the floor and bending over to get it, and expecting what's gonna come after that, or you just delusional. But nonetheless, I don't subscribe to either one. I pray for both. This is my Easter Sunday weekend. Regardless, though, I'd still be praying for whoever that's delusional in this. But nonetheless, it's Easter Sunday, so shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I'm thankful that there's grace, and I want to always be able to give that, because it's been given to me. But while I'm giving grace, I got to give truth for my own self. So if you're looking at me judging, then you probably don't want to listen to me talking to you. But if I'm talking to you, I'm giving you heart. I'm giving you transparency. I'm giving you truth. I'm not in front of you doing this, and then behind the scenes I'm doing something different than what I'm preaching. So for that, I feel comfortable to say this, that when it comes time to speaking on issues of masculinity for men, where do we draw the line? Because nonetheless, it takes a penis and it takes a vagina to make a child. And if we get beyond that scope, then I think that it provides too much opportunity for confusion. And the God that I serve is not the author of confusion. So for that, I'm gonna just go ahead and just leave it right there.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, the next one that we got for our one word memes is the highest paid solo artist based on their singles, features, and albums. I'm sure that there's plenty on here that you can see that you recognize. I guess based on the rankings. Where do you see that? If you were to give while you give your perspective, your one word, your one statement, how does that reflect to you? Seeing these notable figures on there.
I'll say almost perfect. I like the list. Pretty good for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is there a sleeping giant?
No, I ain't a sleeping giant. It's just art is solely based off what you like. So and I like these people.
Well, would you argue with the sequence? Would you argue with the hierarchy in what order that they're named in?
I'll be honest with you, I ain't got the list. The list ain't showing up. Maybe it's on my own. That's what I'm trying to. Let me see if I can.
Oh, you don't see them on the screen?
No, I ain't seen the list. The list ain't up there. That's what I'm just trying to go. That's what I'm trying to push it along. Cause I really
I'm not. I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, I thought you seen it on the screen. I'm hoping it's showing up on the screen.
No,
it's got the highest RIAA certified male solo artist. So let's just put the names in order for people who might have the same problem. Number 1, they got Drake. Number 2, Kanye. Number 3, Chris Brown. Number 4, Justin Bieber. Number 5, Travis Scott. Number 6, The Weeknd. 7, Post Malone. 8, Bruno Mars. Number 9, Lil Baby. 10, Future. 11, Ed Sheeran. Number 12, Morgan Wallen. Never heard of him. Number 13, J. Cole. 14, Juice WRLD. Number 15, Lil Uzi Vert. Number 18, Kendrick Lamar. Number 17, Khaled. Number 18, Luke Combs. Number 19, NBA Youngboy. And number 20, Lil Durk.
Oh yeah, I totally disagree with that. I'm glad you read it to me.
So you still don't see it? You still don't see it on the screen, brother?
No, I see Go Get 'Em.
Brother, I don't know what you're seeing because right now, in front of me here, it's showing
Now it's up there. That's some squares now. Now they up there.
Now you see the folks on there now?
Yeah, it just popped up. Yeah, it will
okay.
Go Get It.
So yeah, so everybody that I said is in that order. So looking at that again, one word. And let's pause a little quick. Second shout out to Deacon Weezo. What's going on, brother?
Yes, sir. I had to fell asleep, fella. My bad.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yes, sir, man. God,
that terrible sinking. You better fall asleep.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. Hey, brother, you know how it be, man. Yes, sir.
One word. What we got for on here? Like one word meme. Like, is it? Are you gonna base it off of the work ethic? You gonna base it off of just that some of these people are dated? Are you basing it off of what's the new wave? You know, because I know you got quite a few of these like different opinions in your perspective there, KT. So what you got, brother?
Man, now that I see the list, burn it. This is terrible. I won't agree with the top 5. I think they all got it. I think Kendrick should be 1, Kanye 2, Drake 3, Chris Brown 4, Taylor 5, and then Post Malone 6, and everybody else can fall where they fall. Juice WRLD don't make it. Uzi Vert don't make mine at all. They don't even see. They don't see the light of day. You know, that's just me.
my God.
So I'll say burn it. That's my viewpoint.
Now, the word you were saying, you said burner. Is that what you said?
No, I say burn it.
Burn it. Well, I thought
Burn
you was
the
trying to
damn
make
list.
reference to
Burn the
like burner boy.
Nah. Burn the list, boy. That's what I mean. Burn the list, boy. Burn the list, boy.
my God.
Burn it.
Deke, where you at?
Yeah, man. Yes, sir, brother.
When it comes to artists
yes, sir.
that you've been listening to over the past 5 years, let's just say for you 5 years, so that way you can be able to remember, because I know we getting old, brother. Now I don't want to put you in a bad situation where you got to remember too long.
Yes, sir. I don't listen to none of the rap music now. Yes, sir.
Well, it's good that in this list it doesn't just show preference to rap artists. You got Drake,
yes, sir,
who's also a crossover artist. Then you got Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran. I don't know who Morgan Wallen is, but
country singer.
Gotta be.
That's a.
But I know who Luke Combs is. I know he's a country singer. But aside from those few names in there, is riddled with hip hop artists. One word that you got, or one statement that you got, Deke. Out of all these folks, compared to probably what you was used to with Jodeci and Keith Sweat and
they bisexual. Yeah, these bisexual. Way older than them. Yeah, brother. Yeah, these are.
I did not expect us to start questioning their sexuality.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, brother. These are every which way but loose artists. So, yes, sir, brother. They love busting. They love that busting.
Oh,
yes, sir, brother. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, they got a man purse and they nails painted. Yes, sir. And they wear T-bikes. Yes, sir.
Huh? What you said?
And they wear T-backs. I see some dude
That's
named
fact.
Cardi. So
Cardi.
T-backs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do.
One word, fellas. One word. Young Thug taps in and says that he reveals that the Boosie and Webby taught him how to spell independent.
Oh my God.
They ain't molest him or nothing, did they, brother? I don't like the way that sounded.
Deke, what you got, brother? What you got? He said that they taught him how to speak, how to spell. And, Young Thug came out of a generation that spelling don't really matter until it's time to fill out that that job application. So what would you say if you was talking to Young Thug right now, D?
I pray for him, and I make sure Devin Haney, baby mama, ain't in the room, Young Thug got a lot of bad chicks that like him though, brother, for him to be, he look like, Angela Baker from East Braden, but he, brother, but he and Pam, yes, sir, made, bro, but for him, I said, boy, this nigga ugly, but boy, yeah, brother, we like he got sickle cell, but brother, he got a lot of beautiful chicks that I like that like him. Yeah, brother. Yes, sir. Yeah, they sneak over there to the jailhouse and go see him. I say, man, yes, sir, brother. And hey, they cry and everything, and they bring him honey buns. But man, brother, yeah, he brother,
spell independent, brother.
Independent, man. God. Boy, brother, I'm just, I feel like I'm one of these YNs. Now, that thing, I can't spell it now. I got the I-N, the D.
I even gave you a shortcut, brother. I put it on the screen.
Oh my God!
Yes, sir. Brother, they make you dumb. Like, man, it's a disease and an energy. Yes, sir. You can't read or take baths with these rappers. Yes, sir, brother.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So your one word or one statement that you put to that. What you got? Deke, one word, one statement. How would you respond to that? Young Thug never knew how to spell independent until he heard the song.
That the section. Oh me.
Yo, we know.
Oh me. Oh okay. Brother. The one. Yeah. I know he know how to spell. Yes, he know how to spell gay though. But brother. Yeah. Brother. Man. Yeah. I believe him, brother. Yes, sir. He gotta read. Yes, sir. I just put dumb. That's the only word I can. One word from just dumb. Oh my God. Yes, sir, brother. Idiotic. You know, and I be scared. See, brother, I'm gonna tell you though, but his energy real potent and powerful because it'll make you that way if y'all ride in the car together and listen to So, you ain't gonna know how to spell independent. Yes, sir. If he rode and he close to you, because he like show enough off The Last Dragon, brother. He got the glow, and you gonna get it, bro. Yes, sir. He's the master. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother, yes, sir, brother. Yes, so you gonna be dumb and glowish. Yeah, it's gonna. I swear, yeah, brother. He gonna touch your arm, but yes, sir. Just make sure you don't look between your legs. But man, brother, yeah, brother, yes, sir. Oh man. Yeah,
what you got, brother? What you got? One word, one statement. What you got? What you got?
Autism. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I believe it. Can't get right.
So which one is it?
Can't get right.
You believe him or
yeah, I believe it.
You said two things. You said can't believe him or can't get right or whatever. Which one?
I say believe it. Can't get right. Young Thug can't get right. He might can't get right for life. He got talented. He's talented. And he ain't got nothing else. That's a fact.
So what does it say for this era of hip hop that can't spell?
Oh my God! Well, R. couldn't write, but he wrote music. Oh, he couldn't read. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Never mind. He couldn't read. I take that back.
Exactly. How many writing credits does Young Thug have?
None to my knowledge. Oh my God!
He's just bored. Yeah, brother. Like these rappers just bored. They don't have anything to teach. They beyond slow. These ain't SLD purple.
I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm really not.
No, I understand.
But if you're gonna be that public to say that, and you're credited with millions of dollars, enough to where your trial is like OJ. Your trial was the modern day OJ. Everybody was tapped into that. Now you gonna come and say, I ain't know how to spell independent. I mean, what you want? You want to get out of jail free card?
Oh my God!
Just say, hey, bro, you know, that's okay. Oh, why would you go public to say something silly like that? Like, at the end of the day, it's just a little bit hard for me to think all these writing credits and you couldn't spell independent. But anyway, Jesus forgive you, and so do I. But on to our next one word. Is he wrong, Anthony Edwards, going viral for paying a woman $100K to get rid of that baby?
Oh my God!
Oh God!
Deke, One word, one statement. What you got? What you got? What you got, brother?
Murderer.
Oh my God.
So give me a little background. Give me a little bit of supporting evidence on your statement.
Oh my God.
You say murderer. What you got? What you got to add with that, brother? Deek had clicked off. That's what happened, Deek.
Oh, okay.
You know you gotta give me some more. You gotta give me some more background on that, brother.
Yeah, he just a rich, stupid murderer. See, a lot of these dudes look like tethers. They look like they from Haiti. They ugly. A lot of them, they get this money, Hollywood, and they lose their mind, man. Seeing some of these average women, and brother, man. And it's sad, yes sir. And I ain't gonna lie to Deacon now. He dang show. What's the one light skinned chick, the old one our age, that just had the baby from the green basketball, but his son and he slept with her too. I think. Y'all know.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Drea, something like that.
Yeah, Dre. Yeah. Now she got the Deacon.
Oh my God,
brother, the Deacon would love to sit in that back seat with her, Gilbert, Arena, but just me and her though. Yeah.
My God,
I don't like to share my back seat. Yes, sir, brother, and I don't know peeking. But man, bro, it just a lot of these ugly Zion-looking dudes. It's always the dudes that look like Raj from What's Happening. Do all the booty getting and all the pervertedness, and they spend all their money. They gonna be looking like Scottie Pippen face, like you say, they gonna have that Botox.
God.
Yeah, brother, Negro gonna be 40, 50, but it got that 80-year-old skin. That skin gonna be sagging and bumpy. He gonna look like Karen. I'm telling you, brother. That nursing home skin ain't no joke, brother. That's that stress and that bronchitis. But yeah, brother, it's sad, man. There's a lot of these ugly Negroes that just they look like Ricky from Boys in the Hood when he got shot in the alley. They don't look like the handsome Morris Chestnut. But they look like Ricky's that got shot with the gun. And that's what done happened, brother. Yeah, and they got the Negro flat top. They were Ricky. They ran through that alley, bro, and the woman shot him. They see that red skin.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. Cause brother, I like to be honest about it. The Deacon I'm a C average, man. So brother, I'm in between. A Negro look good on Friday, but my hubby be a little unhandsome on Tuesday. Yes, so they have a cut been and grew back. But man, brother, Friday paycheck there, I done went to go get my itch. But yes, sir, brother. But man, I'm telling you, brother, it's sad. So that's what it is with them ugly dudes, Hollywood. They ain't got now Hollywood. You might have to do something with these dudes on women getting, and yes, sir. Because we do got an ugly situation in our community. A lot of men look like
my God.
Yes, sir, brother. And monkeys, man. Some of these Negroes really look like Michael Jackson.
You've been out there. Man. You've been out here in the streets for a long time now, brother.
Yes, sir.
You've been out here in the streets for a long time, brother.
Yes, sir.
A long time.
Yes, sir. And a long time.
Will Smith now. Will Smith, he had that summertime.
See, this is why I want to make being regular great and get great again, because the Deacon broke, and I want ugly men to just be a confident ugly man.
My God.
If you got confidence in your ugly, like Notorious Big, and you just be maybe because all us broke.
God.
Yeah, we all broke. All the men broke, and you're ugly. So you need to you need to be a good yard cutter or a good tuna fish sandwich maker, or you can't. We gotta get away from this getting these chicks money, because that's the problem. Let's get back to the barter system. I might not have money, but I can kiss and give you good hickeys on your neck, or brother, something else. But let's get away from that dollar, because all of us ain't got it. We still in this inflation. All of the broke and stuff.
So tell me, Will Smith just dropped a new album.
Yes, sir.
As far as what the media says, it fails. It failed to chart the Billboard 200. Only sells 232 copies in the UK. They didn't add in the US. So
he need to get slapped in his face then.
But in my opinion, he's a part of that weirdo stuff.
Yeah.
It does not promote the conscience of black men that are serving Christ. For me, that are looking to do something more than just about what is satisfactory at the moment. Because I mean, if it was all my opinion, then look at his kids. His kids don't promote that to me. So nonetheless, I did see a couple viral clips that showed him back in his original element, because that's what he started with. He did start with being a hip hop artist before he began the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air sitcom. And man, shout out to that. I love that show.
Yeah,
I really did. It's crazy to understand when you look at the Cosby Show. When Bill Cosby daddy, he was gay in his real life.
Oh my God!
But he's showing a form of masculinity on camera that we supposed to take it and cash it in. The same thing with Fresh Prince. Uncle Phil. Drop it on the floor and Uncle Phil was picking it up. And busting it wide open. Like, why? Why would a casting director look to find somebody that's like that? In order to because acting, you're pulling something.
You hear me? Okay.
What you got? What you got, KT? Go ahead, brother.
No, somebody caught me in, man. I missed the whole. He was running back real quick, like Will Smith. Somebody had.
Yeah, but you know, if I was a casting director, I would want to try to find somebody as close as they can with their life to try to be able to research in their own self what it takes in order to perfect this role, because it is a role. But how many people have we seen, as far as what media shows, that they took the role too far? Tupac, he was one that media says that he wasn't that type of guy until after he played a certain role. Your boy that played Joker, that ended up dying. What's his name?
Joaquin or something. Joaquin.
Yeah, there you go. Joaquin Phoenix. I think. Yeah, there you go. One of them.
Yep.
Took the role and took it to his death, because that acting, it ain't just acting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Looking back, and putting it all into perspective on this conversation, Will Smith, your album flopping. I just think that number one, album sales is something I'd probably defer to KT. How does album sales affect a Will Smith at this day and age? The way that we consume albums. What do you think on that, brother?
I don't think it affects Will Smith too much. It affects somebody like Drake or Kendrick and Cole. You know, Will Smith made his money. He did this just to put something out. But that thing actually was only 200 CDs. They didn't show what the streaming did. That was 200 albums he sold out the store. Physical. So that didn't equate to the digital stuff he got. I listened to the album twice. It's not bad. It's just Will Smith, you know.
Also, you co-sign it?
Oh my God!
Yeah, I rock with it. I'm a Will Smith guy. I rock with it.
So, if well, let me put it in the right context. If the album is solid, like you receive it, and I will give it to you. You have a very balanced ear when it comes to listening to music. Half of the music you listen to, I would tell you when I listen to it, I'd be like, it ain't my speed, but I would still consider your ear because when you rock with somebody, you're not a fair weather fan. If you like, you put me on the Future a long time ago.
Yep.
I was like, he I don't even understand the name, but look at it. Whoever branded him, he need to be. They need to be at least 90% of what his check is, because whoever thought about him and saying Future, they really knew where he was headed, because he cemented and created a walkway for the future.
Yeah, his original name was his original rap name was Meathead. Fun fact.
So for that reason, again, with Will Smith, shout out to Will Smith, because I'm not hating on him, because there's several areas of his creative in his career that it has affected my life. So for that, I can still say my opinion and still give him the shout out in the same time. And I think a lot of times it's hard for people to do that. When we give critiques, it shouldn't be just because we have a critique that doesn't necessarily reflect everything about that situation. It's just about making sure you own up what you're saying. Like, if you was in front of me, I'd say the same thing the same way. But I'd still also give him my salute. The king of lyricism. I just saw this meme this week too. You got Kendrick Lamar up there, Lupe, Fiasco, you got Lil Wayne, and you got Biggie Smalls. Shout out to all the artists on there, but we're working on Mount Rushmores this week. KT, the king of lyricism. How does this differ of if you were the one that would have put these names and faces on here?
Mm-hmm.
So who would you put on there?
Yeah, we go.
No, I'd say I was talking to you, KT.
Oh shit! Oh crap, my bad. Oh, what I would put on there is
Oh my God!
You're crazy. I like it.
I say KT 4 times, and he want to hike the ball and give it to Weezo.
Nah,
Oh my God!
I like it, man. I take Big Guy and put Tupac on there, and that's it. And Lupe got to go. My bad. Lupe got to go. I take Lupe out for the game. That's mine. Pop, the game, Kendrick, and Weezy. I rock with that.
So you think the game should be
over Lupe? I hate Lupe. Terrible.
Okay. And then you say, who else should change in that?
I'm taking Biggie out for Pop.
Okay. D, what you got, brother? What you got? I know that this has enough legs for it for you to be able to move with it too. It shows some of the 90s, some of our cohorts. Let me see. I enunciated the right way. You got several of our cohorts that was in our graduating class And so
Okay.
do you disagree? Do you agree, or do you think that you don't agree with any of it?
Oh my God! I agree. You know, I pick Nas and Biggie. You know, Pop and Spice One, or you know, or just I mean, or Outkast. You know, Spice One was all right though.
I like Spice One. Good.
Yep, a Field Mob. You know.
I like Field Mob.
Yeah, a Goody Mob. You know.
I like Goody Mob.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, and Trick Daddy. We gotta make sure Trick. You know, and Twister. You know, look at the Twister. Like you say the song now. I told him that song was out when Hollywood Red graduated with the Countryman. Getting mad, and I could do, yeah, you know.
Now, and then we got the king of hooks. You a freestyler. You are a freestyler by nature, big bro. I know if we gave you 2 minutes right now, you do a too short rendition of something, whatever came on the top of your head.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The king of hooks, though. The king of hooks on the Mount Rushmore. Who you got on here? Right now, they got Nate Dogg. Then they got Moby Dick. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's from No Limit. Okay. I know him by the name. I believe that's who they talking about. But I can't think of none of his stuff on there. He'd probably be the first one to go. Then they got say Nate Dogg, Moby Dick, Cocaine. Don't know him enough for that. I know he a West Coast guy. Akon. I know I bust this down differently. Deke, what you got, brother? What you got?
Devin the dude from St. Pete. Yes, sir. He's the king of the hooks. You must be used to all the finer things. You remember he was on the Scarface.
Who did you say, brother?
Devin the dude from St. Pete.
Devin the dude from St. Pete.
Yeah, he didn't move to Texas. Yes, sir. He had his first album.
Man, you gonna make me have to look that up on the internet. You say Devin the dude is from Florida.
Yeah, he was from the Birds and then moved to Texas. You must be used to all the finer things. You remember that? That was Scarface and
Devin the dude is my dude.
Yeah,
you must
man.
Be used to all the finer things.
And then he was on the Dre. Yep, remember he was on the Dr. Dre, the Chronic, yep. I mean, this dude can rap, man, and he real crafty.
And he was rap. But what we're missing out of that is before the Drakes came into the game, he added melodies into it. It wasn't just like Devin the dude was not the biggest lyricist. He was able to make songs, and then I think the Too Shorts was able to kind of benefit. Well, I won't even say Too Shorts because there's no other Too Short. Too Short was able to come in the game and use. I think he was able to use that lane just a little bit differently, but he was a little bit more successful. I think Devin the dude is more of a cult. He's more of a cult following. You like him, Currency. It's a few artists. I would bring that up too. I wish they had a Mount Rushmore that I could have pulled from for the cult following audience. And for my Christian people, cult. I'm not saying in the way that they're serving the devil. I mean cult meaning that they didn't go mainstream, independent. Cult, it was like the earlier word of using for independent. Like so for them as an independent artist, I agree with Deke.
Yes, sir. And that Devin, that first album with him boo-booing on the toilet, Hollywood, that was a classic. Oh my God! Oh man.
KT, what you got, brother? The Mount Rushmore of hook makers. What you got?
Oh, sweet.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness, KT! Please don't tell me you want to speak because if you did, We finna roast you like marshmallows by the time next week come. KT, where you at, brother? Anyway, so for me, hook makers, man, I would have to say, I'd have to add on there Ronald Isley. Ronald Isley was a good hook maker, even though that not all of them went plat for when it came to hip hop. But R. Kelly made him a household name when it came to like reintroducing himself. Then you got Charlie Wilson. I think I'm saying the right name. I know him as a legendary R&B artist. He reinvigorated Ronald Isley in it, and there's countless numbers of hip hop artists that have enlisted him on their tracks. So for him, I'd have to put him on there. Have to also put in there Nate Dogg would have to be in there, definitely. Nate Dogg, Ronald Isley, R. Kelly. R. Kelly hit. Why isn't R. Kelly on here? How many hip hop tracks has R. Kelly been on? Akon definitely is a definite. He took that. I think because we had no representative of Africa to give us the swag that we needed to match up to our American. Slim Cat over there snoring like he chopping down trees. Oh my goodness! I should let him ride out for a minute. I ain't gonna do him like that. We love you, brother. Go ahead and get that sleep. We're gonna get him out the way. But yeah, brother. These guys, they're definitely there's definitely, well, let's just say it this way. There is definitely going to be some controversy when speaking on who would be the Mount Rushmore for these guys. Let's go on to the next one. One rap beef that should be settled in the ring for charity. Who you got, D? I know you got somebody. Who you got?
Oh man, one rap beef that should be settled in the ring.
Oh my God!
We can't use Biggie and Pac, right?
I mean, yeah, of course you can. Yeah, but even though they're not here right now, that would be a good one. I ain't even think about them only because God bless the dead. That could still be a possibility if we're not using whether or not they're still here with us or not. So that's a good one. Biggie and Pac, definitely a good one. Let me see. I think that 50 Cent and Ja Rule, since it looks like that Ja Rule is making a big campaign about trying to rectify where the media kind of like put him in the like, kind of just gave him a presence that he didn't really, or that he doesn't necessarily like co-sign himself. It's just like when the same thing you say for me. I know you my brother and I know you love me, and we talked about this since day one. I'm okay with the jokes, but nonetheless, if it does not reflect my version of who I saw myself, I'm gonna say that. But if it even if it doesn't, I'm not gonna fall out about it. And for them now, though, it's a different page for them, because it ain't just a joke. It ain't just like how you might jab at me and call me geek to chic and all that. Like I don't get offended by that. But for Ja Rule, he's saying like, you know, I got receipts. He's showing stuff that now is questioning whether 50 street cred, because what made 50 who he is street cred, right? What you think, bro? What made 50 Cent who he is? It's his street cred, right?
Yeah.
Because the rap, I mean, when 50 came out, no doubt.
Yeah.
I can say that he has classics. Like I came to Wild 98.7 when they had the when they had their concert series that year, and they had 50 as the main headliner. I came out there. This dude climbed to the top of the structure that they had to set up the stage, and I know that had to be at least a good 20-30 feet up in the sky. This dude climbed up there, hanging off there with one arm while he rapping. I remember that like yesterday. I said, dude, that is an entertainer. But when it comes to watching stuff like this about, you know, a rap beef settled in the ring, anyway, you know, that's something that there has to be some level of interest just like that. Like, are these dudes really living the life that we want to watch when they're not on the camera? Because otherwise, you know, you got to be really selective on who that person is. But like a person like 50, I feel like you could put the camera on him anytime, any day, and you watch him and you're going to be entertained. Just like you, D. I feel like if you had a camera, you had a GoPro behind you, we have to put a rating on there, because some people might be a little bit shocked about what you're doing during your daytime activities.
Mm-hmm. The daytime,
but nonetheless, daytime and nighttime. But nonetheless, I am pretty sure if we put a camera behind you, brother, it'll be an interesting life.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, brother, what do you got on your mind this week that you feel like that society isn't really giving as much spotlight as necessary? What do you got, brother? What are you feeling?
This inflation, I'm tired of working. Like, it's so hard and stuff, and you know, oh man, brother, it just seems like we just working until we as Americans, all of us, you know, even ones that's in a good position right now, which is very hard and in between. Like, I think we all are crawling from being homeless, but it's like all of us just working just to survive for nothing. Like, we don't. And then, you know, when I seen what's on China, what they're doing, how they living and how they got health care and all, they ain't got to do all working all weekend and every day like we are in this country. Is ridiculous, man. Look at how Sexy Chocolate's snoring. That's that hard work. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
Facts,
brother, yeah. Yes, sir. Man, they working the heck out of us, man. Like, even with Easter weekend, a lot of brothers going to be working. You can't even afford that Easter basket costs $50 now. Yeah, it's ridiculous with the prices here now. It's very bad, brother. We had some bad times, Hollywood.
That's a fact, brother.
Yes,
I mean, so what do you feel about this next meme? You know, you and me back in this day and age. So yes, I know we can both appreciate that new edition. They received $500 in a VCR.
Oh my God!
When they signed their record deal.
In a VCR.
In a VCR. You know that had to have been a big deal. I knew it, but when I was in when I lived overseas, the VCR that we got, it was able to play two different type of tapes. You had the Betamax, and then you had the VCR tape. And VCR became standard because Betamax was the ones that when you go across the waters back then, that's what they used. It was a smaller version. And VCR, VHS, there we go. I think I'm saying it correctly now. VHS was the big, huge tape.
Yes, sir.
So like for these dudes to kind of like, get us up to speed about what was very important back then, back when everything was still analog back then. The digital was probably just making its presence. That even though they might have had some level of exposure to it, it wasn't enough to where it was able to kind of galvanize and promote their careers in a way that they could have been able to recoup some of the benefits of where we're at now. $500 in a VCR. Oh my.
Oh, well, yeah. I still got all my VCR tape and my porno VCR. My VHS tape. Yes, sir. In Hollywood, yes, sir. I remember too, Hollywood, the VCR. Before Mama got home, you always had to put it back on that one scene. And they'll know if you've been up there watching them tapes, if that scene all the way off, yes, sir. One time I fell through the roof trying to put the tapes up there, man, in the attic.
Big bro, Michael Jackson, we known him as probably our only black entertainer in America that we knew that was instrumental in us being okay to change our skin color, our nose. I think it started with him. Then you got his sister, Janet Jackson. Matter of fact, you got his whole family line, the whole Jackson 5. Every one of them was okay with changing their image in front because supposedly they was following Diana Ross. Nonetheless, now we moving it all the way forward. Fast forward, whatever that I wish I had the sound effect to make it sound like that. Let's fast forward it all the way forward, and we got Vybz Kartel. I believe that brother just got out of prison not too long ago, and he shares that why he will never bleach his skin again.
Oh my God!
Not the first time, probably not the second time. He said ever again. I'm probably thinking that brother had to have done it a few times. The reason why he would even feel like he needed to do that is much of success that brother has experienced, because he's from the Caribbean, and he's experienced that success not only over there but over here, and still we see some similarities between Michael Jackson, who is an international icon to this day and will always be, even with his weirdo stuff. So for that to be part of this guy's media campaign is a little bit weird to me. What do you think about that, brother? Folks that these days we ain't talking about the BBLs. We ain't talking about trying to make guys 4 feet taller than what they really are. We talking about somebody that's like Lil' Kim. Matter of fact, Lil' Kim, she's still alive, and I believe that she has catered towards that. What do you feel about bleaching your skin?
I just. Yeah, oh yeah, man. I don't feel good about it at all. I know, like you said, Prince and Michael Jackson and Elder Barge, a lot of our beige brothers, but now, it done got out of control now. They bleaching their eyes, their skin, to see a sharper range. Yeah, sir, brother, with some blue contacts in the eye. You jet black and you ugly, brother. Yeah, that's why I was saying Hollywood. If they can go back to looking at Grace Jones and all the the ugly folks that we grew up with, but they had confidence. The Tracy Chapman, you got a fast car. You won't bleach your skin seeing that. Brother, like they had this Grace Jones appeared today this week on a fashion show, and she still looked the same. 70 years old, brother, is still still the same woman. Yes, sir, brother. You remember Grace Jones, Hollywood?
Oh yeah. I mean, beautiful black woman. Been on film for quite a few box office movies. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Grace Jones.
Yes, sir. Who's on that? You got a fast car, Tracy Chapman or Grace Jones or that?
I know Grace Jones from gracing films with a time where beautiful black women weren't making a presence on the films, with it being that their black counterparts were not the ones that were producing these films. So for that reason, I can understand, what she could have been dealing with. We're gonna get into our last part of this segment, which will be relationships. Oh my goodness. Here goes our first video. Y'all check it out.
You're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategize Network, TSN.
Road getting to the money, power balls with the power plays. I've been blessed to be able to bless DJs. The TSM delivering the real right to your face. Hot new topics from all different places. Strategizing, making power moves. Strategizing, making power plays. Strategizing, making power moves. Strategizing, making calculated strategizing, making power moves. Strategizing, making power plays. Strategizing, making power moves. Strategizing, play.
Two ways. It's not just a woman submitting to you, it's a man submitting as well. It's the reason why God made Eve out of Adam's rib. That it does go two ways. It's not just a woman submitting to you, it's a man submitting as well. It's the reason why God made Eve out of Adam's rib. I hope y'all can follow me here, okay? God didn't make Eve from the head of Adam because he didn't want her to have agency over him. He also didn't make Eve out of the feet of Adam because he didn't want him to trample, or a man to trample over a woman. Y'all ain't ready for that. Let me go a little bit deeper real quick. I don't think y'all understand what a rib actually means in your body and what it does. It protects vital organs. It protects your heart. Oh, y'all ain't ready for that conversation, are you? It gives you stability. It helps with your posture, so a woman can hold you up. Oh, y'all ain't ready for that one yet neither, huh? It's all right. It's okay. I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but I'm saying that because for a man, whenever God gave Adam a helpmate, it's not just a woman who's cooking and cleaning and things like that. When I see that you're making an irrational decision or something impulsive, God gave me intuition. He gave me intuitive nature so I can see beyond the things that you can't see. So I can be your counsel. I can come to you and say, baby, well, we shouldn't do this. And as a leader who has humility, I shouldn't be prideful, because humility is the antidote to pride. I should be able to submit to my wife and listen to her. It's not saying that she's governing all of my decisions. It's saying that, baby, I see things that you can't see. I'm looking at the future. I know that you're protecting me right here, but it's the reason why God made me your rear, because I'm protecting your heart from the things you can't see, the enemies who are placed in front of you, the devil that's placed in front of you.
Big brother, big bro, what you got for that? Do you think that's relevant? Does it contradict some of the maybe the climate when it comes to dating, or for your perspective when it comes to just brown-skinned people in dealing with other brown-skinned people when it comes to dating in that perspective. What do you feel on that, brother?
Yes, sir. It's very. I mean, it sounds good, but it's very, brother, hypocrite. It's very. I would say it seems like nowadays with black men and black women, like you were just saying, brown-skinned folks. It's such a competition within the room. It's like the woman wants to compete against the man. Now she's trying to say we need to submit to them. Like they haven't even mastered the game on women. Like, brother, it's so crazy how these women can tell you what a man needs to do and how they have become so prideful within themselves. Now they're trying to use what God made for them to do on us. And they don't even, but when they marry out their race, and you can see this, they don't give other races of men. They take care of those men. They pay for the food. They don't do all this and submitting. And these men look like straight post office wanted, America's most wanted. God. Look at Eve. Look at all these black women. They have no issues with other, not just white men, whoever that's not black. But anytime it comes to a black male man, especially a hard-working man who they say that they want, but you notice the hard-working black man always get the attitude. He's not home, he's bored. But boy, that one Negro who they say that's not good for them, they always go back to them. So we have a real problem, but they have to see this. They have to see it. Brother, and that's the thing. I'm so sick of women telling me what a man should do when none of them have mastered anything good that a woman is doing. My God. Yes, sir. Telling me what I need to do, and you got 8 dudes in your life that you're dealing with now. Oh my God. Yes, sir. And these chicks now, if you look in their inbox, they are in love with social media. That's another boyfriend. They would not give that. They love, you got to compete against 100 men every day. Because 8 dudes in the inbox telling her how fine she is. 10 dudes on the comments. Man, bro, that's just too much for us. I mean, that's
I'm with you, brother.
Yes, sir.
So let's unpack it from this perspective, though. As the things I did pull from what she said as being a helpmate, a partner, as possibly an equal. I think that there are 3 things that have to be put in that perspective, and I think a couple of them you touched on. One for me is vulnerability, to where I can look at what she said and not necessarily agree with everything she said and still be okay to where it doesn't all the way go my way. Then number 2, spirituality, because I don't believe that anything that we can extract from a woman is going to come from me or any other man being a man 24/7, because because we're in our flesh. We're in our flesh, and we're in a position that we're going to always be, we're going to fall short. So if we're always just based on that as our report card, then we're going to fail. And then the third one is just the race. You brought that up, for is a man that's trying to potentially date another black woman. If he, will that be likely? Is that likely what he's going to deal with? I don't know what to say to that, but in today's climate, it looks like that there's going to be some fight back. There's going to be some resistance to that type of normal interaction, to where we can't just say it's a given. We can't say it's a given. You could show up to class like you do in high school and be there for the attendance and say, yeah, Deacon Weasel, are you in class? Mr. Hollywood, you in class? Yeah, you can raise your hand, and that still don't make you pass the test when it comes to this. You got to do more than just show up for stuff like this. So yeah, race ain't all of that. Is the reason why I added that towards the end, because I've seen some of my black brothers that have excelled when it comes to relationship But the ones that I've seen is because they've come from an affluent background that no matter, even though that they, whatever that they chose to do, the fall from glory was a little bit softer because they had a pillar to fall on. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that on when it comes to that. But nonetheless, Deke, I know that you have mixed opinions when it comes to our brown skinned community and some of the things that you'd like to see happen, but doesn't necessarily play out that way. And I think I believe that is what your biggest, I think that's one of your biggest, let me say it the right way. I think that's one of your biggest fights that you bring on to the table. That I'm here and I'm with it. I'm with the SHITs when it comes to him. I'm with it for my brother. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I'm not trying to make people feel comfortable either, because there's nothing comfortable in the forecast for us at this stage. Like, there's so many fires that I go to bed every day. Oh my God! That they still burning, and I have to get used to being able to do that. And a lot of people, they're not able to do that. I know my Deacon Weasel, that he fight the same battles. He got many fires that he goes to bed and he know they still burning. And he did what he can do. He did what he can do. He did what he can do today. And gotta wake up and pray that he's able to pick up where he left off at for tomorrow. And that's but you gotta stand for something though. You can't just be like going this way today, going that other way tomorrow. You gotta put wherever you was working on today, you gotta be able to wake up and pick up right where you left off. And the type of stuff we unpackaging on the Hollywood Red Show. Shout out to the fellas on here. Shout out to Diggin' Weasel. Shout out to KT Snoozer. As you know, he sleep over there right now, but it's all right. I think he might have more sleep apnea symptoms than I got, but I got it. So I understand the pain. He just hasn't really admitted that he got it, but that's a big part of another part of a series that I need to get into. That mental health, man. Mental health is a big deal. It really is. It is a big deal in our communities. Yeah. And we have to find a way to normalize it in our conversations and not just make it think like everybody should just understand. Because everybody don't understand that, because that's not everybody's reality. But I am thankful that I am around a group of the fellas. We all have some level of mental health that we're working towards. Deke, it's Easter Sunday, brother. This is the day that the Lord has made, brother. I'm pretty sure that you can rejoice and be glad in it. What can you say that you're praying for America? That right now that you really feel very passionate about? Deke, where you at?
You're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategize Network, TSN.
Uh-oh. I might have lost everybody, but I'm still here. And we will most likely go ahead and tap back into this next week. The same place, same time, the strategizednetwork.com. And before we get out of here, I'm going to leave you with a couple of videos for y'all to be able to pick up on for where we step off and pick up on next week. Check it out.
Class, please. Like, we need to bring back shame. There has to be some shame in the game. Women just run around saying anything, doing anything, posting anything because there's no shame in the game. Then y'all just be like, let people do what they want to do. When I was growing up, we couldn't do what we wanted to do. Everybody had say-so on what we did. Our moms, our dads, our grannies, our granddads, our aunties, uncles, principals, teachers, neighbors, people walking down the street. It didn't matter. And that is what kept us from acting the way the world acts today. Because we was embarrassed to make ourselves look stupid. We was embarrassed to post certain things on social media. We was too embarrassed to walk outside looking any kind of way. We was embarrassed because we didn't want to be shamed. But y'all make everybody think everything is okay and everything is not okay. Can we please get back to class? Please. Morals, morality, respect. I am so tired of the ratchet
Till next time, this is the Hollywood Red Show on TSN, the Strategize Network. We're out of here right now.